Hello, my name is Dale Matthews. I'm in the antique and collector car business at a little place in Portland, Oregon called Matthews Memory Lane Motors. I've been buying and selling these old cars for over 40 years, and I love it. The funnest day of your life is going to be the day you buy an old car. And I want to tell you, every deal's different. Well, I've got this 41 Ford pickup loaded up on my car hauler. We're heading up to Centralia, Washington to deliver it to a guy. I know he's going to love this car. I've sold hundreds of Fords. I know these Fords. He is going to love this car. Sure. Okay. Bye-bye.
You finally ready now?
I've
been here for an hour, jacking around.
We promised. I said an hour and a half. You want to stop at Burgerville? We'll stop at Burgerville or something.
Your scheduling sucks.
Well, Jim and my boy, I'm looking for exit 77, so keep your eyes open. You know, this guy's never seen this truck.
Really? He bought her sight unseen?
Her sight unseen. I mailed him the title. I got his check. I hammered his check. It's in the bank. He's a good guy. He's been into old cars. And he's got a place up here that's got...
How you know it's a he? Might be a woman.
No. Al. That's a man's name.
Alice. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Come on. We'll see the expression in his eyeballs when we drop it.
Is he supposed to have more than one old
He's
car?
got some old cars. He bought the Buick garage up there.
Oh.
And he's turned it into he's turning it into kind of a museum. And he's a sign guy. And I swear on a stack of 40 Ford Coupes, and they're sacred to me, that he told me he sold a sign, if I'm lying, I'm dying, $86,000. The Duesenberger signs, whatever the hell it is.
Okay.
He signed it. He'll tell you all about it.
Al! Hi, you must be Dale.
I'm Dale.
How you doing?
Dale
huh?
Matthews.
That's it, huh?
What do you think?
I like it.
Well, I think you're going to love it. I really do. I described it to you exactly the way I think it is.
Well, yes, you did.
It belonged to a friend of mine. He had it over 35 years. I sold it back in 2011 to this guy, and he took it home and completely went through it. Is that a good sounding flathead?
It's gotten to the point where even if with my shop and my experience, I don't have the time anymore to work on cars, but I still like them. So if you can find one in this condition, it's just incredible.
I mean, it's real important to me that this truck is exactly like I told you it was.
No, it's better.
Okay, good. I mean, it's important because
I know.
I'm supposed to know. I'm a life member of the early V8 Ford Club, and I've had literally hundreds of these cars and had over 10,000 collector cars, and I should know them by now. And I didn't paint you no picture other than to tell you there's blots in the paint. Other than that, it's super.
You can't just let the little guy just sit around and collect dust.
No. If you notice the tires on the front,
yes.
The blue he hasn't driven it at all since he got done. The blue that come with the brand new tires,
still there.
He's just weeping out of it.
Now the exhaust system's just right. See, that's leather too, huh?
Yeah, it's leather. Yeah, it's leather.
My goodness. This is going to be the shop truck, the go-to truck. This is the truck that runs over to the parts store. That's incredible. No, that interior is just gorgeous. And it'll have to go periodically to the lumber store. It won't have to do any of that nasty hauling that the big truck does, but it's gonna have to work. If it wants to stay here and be babied and stuff, it's gonna have to work.
Well, some guys like to buy them done and do nothing. Some guys like to build them from the ground up, get them done, they can't wait to get rid of them. It's just, understand it's not required why a guy wants what he wants and does what he does with this old stuff. This is a neat building.
It's a dealership since day one, Dale.
Hey, what do you got up there? I see a Model A Roadster, 29 Model A Roadster pickup. Show us what you got in
Watch
here.
your step there. Well, what we got here is the old parts department of the dealership.
Wow. A 1929 Model A Roadster pickup.
That there is the straightest Henry Ford steel body you're going to ever find.
And it looks real good to this old man.
No patch panels.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
It's early 29 too.
Yeah. As you know, the downside of a roadster pickup is not a lot of people fit inside them, Dale.
Oh, no, or anything 34 back.
Right.
Oh, I have a hard time selling some of that stuff because
I know.
they go, oh boy, I'd love to have this, and you can't even
fit in it.
Can't even fit in it.
But that doesn't bother me.
How long's this truck been in your possession?
Oh, very short time.
No, that's too bad.
Bought it last year.
Just get rid of it.
Bought it. Oh yeah, it's surplus now. I have other roadster pickups.
Oh, do you really?
I have a replicated one that I had when I was 15.
Oh, no kidding.
With an Oldsmobile engine in it. But Dale is the kind of guy that, I mean, you just talk to him, never met him, you trust him, period. You know, he's a car guy too. That's different. And I can see that Dale obviously has a good business going because of his, the way he operates. There's a difference between a car salesman and a car guy.
I want to thank you, Al, for buying the truck.
Appreciate it, Dale.
I've been talking to old Jimmy for quite a while about an old 32 Ford two-door sedan that he's been going to chop up and make a hot rod. This car is way too good for that.
Are you serious about the 32 Model B? Because I have a plan if I did sell that car.
Yeah, why don't you just
Co-sign
bring
it?
that down there to me,
And let you sell it?
and then, put it on your mule, bring it down to 26 in Holgate, let me make you a hard number looking at it, square in the eyeball, and if you say, Dale, that ain't gonna cut it,
We'll just
put
end-
it on the arm for me for this much money,
Or
and I'll take 10% of the sale price for you and I'll sell it for you. Let's consider that a deal.
okay.
Let's consider you come down with the 32 two-door sedan
All right.
on the back of the truck.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Did we just kind of make a deal there?
We just kind
All
of made
right.
a deal. You know,
All right.
You bought my lunch.
Okay.
You weakened me up.
I didn't weaken you up. Now go ahead and take a nap. Yeah, Jimmy seems to think this car is worth about $30,000, and I seem to think it's worth about 20. So we're a long ways apart but it's been sitting 17 years. And so, you know, I mean, there's some variables there that I've got to be safe with. So if I can meet him somewhere in the middle, 24, 25, 6, 7, I'm just going to buy that car.
What's
How's it going, big fella?
What's up, big
Jimmy
boy?
Deluxe. Hi, Spence. Hi, Spencer, my boy. Spence. Yes. Thanks for bringing that dog. I care more about the dog than I do
What
the car.
about this little show car?
Oh, I'm checking the fenders in this little show
Oh.
car. You know, it's bad to have a car on the rack, Jimmy, my
I know
boy.
you got a big head, but you should stick them under here and see how nice these are under
I
here.
want to see, these fenders are nice. There's no doubt about it. This is a nice 32.
It's a very nice 30.
It really is. You know, the most important thing about these old Fords when you're talking to Matthews is sheet metal. You can buy all the rest of this stuff anywhere you want to. We got to have good sheet metal.
Yeah. And it's pretty good, isn't it?
It is pretty good. I want to own it if I can, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'd really
There's a
like
chance of that happening.
Talk to me about one thing.
What's that? What do you want to know?
What it'll really take for me to write you a check to buy it.
Well, you know the
right
number I
straight
had-
through the fog.
30 grand.
Jimmy, my boy. Jimmy, my boy. Oh, Jimmy.
I love even numbers.
We've both been at this game a long, long time. And my best way with Jimmy is to just be totally 100% honest. I just tell him what I give for these cars, and I'm telling him what I'm going to sell them to him for, and I'm telling him what I'm going to buy it back for. Jimmy, if I can buy this Ford right now, and I feel I really know what it's worth, and give you 2 bits for it, I'd be trying real hard to buy it, because I think I could get 30. And the other day when we were talking about this car, I thought I needed to buy it for 22, 23, but it's better than I thought it was. I mean,
I don't remember that happening. But if my shoulder wasn't messed up, you'd be catching a left hook about now. Come on.
come on, Jimmy, my
Are
boy.
you serious?
Jimmy, Well, I got to make it run. That's part of it, putting this thing all together. I mean, it's easy. If you brought me this thing, fluff buff, fingernail and toothbrush, handed me the title, and we rolled it over in the front porch, I'd get you 27. But I see $1,000 minimum that I'm going to spend on this car.
I don't see it.
No, because you wash them with soap and water, squirt them with the hose, and let the wind blow them dry, and you think it's worth a bunch of money. I will do the detail the right way.
Why don't I talk to my wife? Oh, I don't have one. Yeah, well,
Jimmy, my boy, let's do this. Let's do this, Jimmy Deluxe.
What?
Take my check for 25.
And there'll be some...
No residual, no nothing. I
There'll be
own the
some-
car, you're done with it, and it's
Christmas
mine.
time, there'll be some pumpkin pie at the end of the deal when you
No,
sell it
I'll
and
tell you
make
what I will. I'll take
10
you over to
grand.
Miss Julie's and I'll buy your lunch. I definitely will do that.
Wow. This is hard for me.
I don't want to
This is like
consign me.
this is like a child.
He always wants to trade. He always likes to fool around, make any kind of special deal besides just, hey, I'll give you this much money for it. And he says yes. It don't work that way with Jimmy. You've got to play with him forever to make a deal.
What are we doing? 25, 27. No?
24, 26.
Flip the bitch. Telling you right now, it's a head. Head'll hit the floor. Yay! You live with it.
Okay.
Don't frown at me.
I'm not, you won, I lost. No
Yep.
fun losing nothing.
It happens. Now listen. It's gonna need a water pump. It's bad. It was bad when I bought it.
What?
But, you know, I knew I was not gonna...
Well, why did that just come up? Why wouldn't you tell me that
Well,
before?
you-
I mean, I don't care. It's
I
not
was
that
looking at it. It
expensive,
made
but
me think of it.
what else is wrong with it?
Oh, nothing.
I think maybe I can even get by with it, but I think I'd rather go out to Corley's, and if he's got one, I'd just buy and start over. As with almost everything I get from Jimmy, I've got to kind of run it through my shop. This car's no different. It's going to have a water pump, and I'm going to go out to my man Jack Corley. Been doing this stuff forever, and I know good and well I'm going to walk into his shop today and I'm going to get a water pump. Since the 60s, he's been into nothing but antique and collector parts. He's got more of them than anybody I ever seen. But I'm going to come back, I'm going to put it on that car, cross my fingers, and hope that thing runs. Jack! Hey, Jack, how's it going?
Good, Bill. How are you?
Good. Hey, what are you doing there?
Well,
Just sitting down paying a few
Paperwork.
bills? You got a water pump for a 32 Ford?
yes, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I found it. We'll go up and I'll show you where it's at.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go.
Well, I never seen so much stuff.
Well, hey, it's all good.
I've been through it before, but I
I
mean,
know.
every time I can't believe there's this much of it.
This is the water pump that you're looking for your 32 Ford.
Okay.
She's not, but you know,
Well, it's a kit, and I can fix it with this kit.
that's right.
That's all I need. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're easy and they're simple.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He calls at least probably once a week for something. And not always do I have it, but a big portion of the time I do.
Okay, Jack.
See you, buddy.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Okay.
He is really very easy to deal with, whether you're buying a car from him or if you're selling him a car or whatever. He's a good guy to deal with. He's honest, and that's the big word, honest, today.
Well, here this car is, all done, all finished, ready to go. I spent approximately $2,000 more on it than I paid for it. I think I'm in this car now somewhere in the neighborhood of $27,700. And I'm going to put $34,500 on the windshield. Somewhere between what I paid and what I'm asking, it's going to go away. And it's going to go away pretty rapidly. And I hope it goes away in the Pacific Northwest, because if it does, then I got a chance to buy the car back again. And that, to me, is extremely important. Now, I'm out to the next one. What'll it be? I don't know. I really don't care. If it's a nice car and it's something that I can buy for one price and sell for the other, and there's a little profit in between, we keep all 5 guys that work here busy. It's really all we care about. We love buying and selling these collector cars. There's an awful lot of good points in buying a car from Memory Lane Motors that you don't get anywhere else that I know of. And that is, when you buy a car from me, I'm telling you who I bought it from. I'm telling you how much I paid for it. I'm telling you what I've done to this car. I'm telling you you can put it on my rack. You can take it to a mechanic. You can call the guy that used to own it. Anything you feel free to do before you ever spend a nickel. And I'll also buy it back. I don't know that you can be more transparent than that. Old cars take your mind off common sense sometimes. You know little about them. You don't know who fixes them, where you get parts for them. You want an old car, you're just going to buy it. That's all there is to it. Understanding is not required. Every deal's different.
If you're looking for a nice old car, drive down to Memory Lane. You'll find the nicest cars at Memory Lane.